And we're back. Started day 2, Europa Park. Still 5 more coaster credits to get, along with some other rides like the Voltarium. There's a dark ride, there's some other transportation rides. So a lot more stuff to cover in day 2. And also get on some of my favorites from yesterday as well. Back's still feeling a little iffy, but I'm gonna try and give Woden a go, because I really do want to ride it. We'll probably start with the train in Germany, take that over to, I think Spain is where it goes, and then from there I'll just walk over to Iceland and start with Blue Fire, assuming that's open, and then go to Woden. That's where I'll kind of start the day. So happy to take you guys along with me again for more POVs and more fun here at Europa Park. Let's giddy up. So it looks like they do let guests in a little bit early, which is nice. I'm guessing there was probably a holding point up here somewhere. I remember letting people into Voltarium. I'll come back for that later. Probably early afternoon, I'm guessing. Early or late afternoon. Should be a much lower line by then. I'm gonna make my way over to the train station. Have a nice little slow ride over to Spain. Walking's probably faster, but I didn't do the train yesterday, so kind of wanted to this morning before making my way over to Blue Fire. And here's the station. Just saw a train pull away. I think they run every like maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so, so shouldn't take too long before one shows up. We waited a couple minutes and here one is. Not bad at all. Classic car ride. That bridge I walked across. Still no one on it. This little fairy tale land right here. A little car ride, mini car ride. There's a bunch more paths down that way. Alright, heading into Spain now. There's the Alpine Express. The Spain area here. I think I'm actually going to go for a ride on, if it's open, Atlantica Super Splash. I'll start with the water coaster first. Get that out of the way since it's kind of dreary out. Then I'll go to Blue Fire to dry off. Back through this lovely plaza that I sat in yesterday and enjoyed some ice cream. I don't think I caught any of that on the vlog, but that is what I did in one of my breaks. Checking out the rest of the area though. So I think Atlantica is this way. If it's not, I'll have to consult the map. It is indeed the correct direction. Atlantica Super Splash. It's just like
the water coaster at SeaWorld San Antonio, which I rode back in 2020. And every subsequent visit to that park, I've seen it closed. So I've only ridden it once. And when I rode it, I had the entire boat to myself. Weird Zen ride, because these are huge boats. Let's have a ride. I'm gonna get the Super Splash. It's so quiet, I might have the boat to myself again. Figured I'd do this one first. So I might get a line later on. These boats are going around empty right now. Looks like a walk-on. Alright, Atlantic Super Splash. Let's have a ride. Try to minimize the soak. Back row center. Sometimes I have good ideas. That was one of them. Early morning ride at Atlantic Super Splash. Just one other family on there with me. And yeah, got off unscathed pretty much, except for the dolphin at the end. So yeah, that's another advantage of doing this first thing in the morning, is that you get to kind of pick the seat. May not have been so lucky later on. Good ride for a hot summer day for sure. But other than that, I really don't care to get
completely drenched. So that one done. Continuing on to Blue Fire and Woden up next. Headed that direction towards Iceland. I thought dolphins were supposed to be friendly. Alright, since I came across the entrance, I'll do Woden first and then Blue Fire. It's probably the best time for me to ride it because it's fairly cold. Still early on in the day. So obviously it's not going to be running its fastest, which I'd like to evaluate it at its fastest, but my back says otherwise. So I'm going to give Woden a go for right now, and probably get some re-rides over the next couple days as well. Looks very quiet. See how this compares to Troy from Toverland last week.
25-minute wait. Somehow I doubt that when it's really quiet. I'm still on the single rider line. You can test it out. GCI goodness.
Real back row ride. Let's do this. Back row, Woden. That is an excellent ride. I think it goes right up there with Troy from Toverland. I think it's a little bit better than Troy, to be honest. Kind of weaves in and out of the structure a little bit better, and there's a little more airtime. Tried to judge it based on the layout rather than the speed, since it's obviously not running at its fastest right now because of the weather and the time of day. That is a really good GCI. Very comfortable too. My back only had an issue on that right turn after the first drop, just because anytime I'm turning to the right, it kind of tweaks it a little bit, because that's what happened on that's how it first happened on Karen the other day. Definitely gonna have to get more rides on this once I'm a little more rested up as well. I'll try and do that throughout the day. Next up is gonna be Blue Fire, which is right next door. Gonna continue with the remaining coasters. So let's go check that out. Forgot to mention the line was indeed 20 minutes, just because they're running 3 trains but only loading 2 of them at the time. Now I think they're loading all 3. Just the start of the day. So they're probably just added the 3rd train right before the park opened. And so they're testing that. Still just overall fantastic operations here at Europa, I gotta say. Probably some of the best I've ever seen, actually. They're just cranking the trains out. So the lines, the regular lines just keep moving. Anyway, Blue Fire. After a short walk, I found the aquarium. Actually, it's the entrance to Blue Fire. This beauty. Mack Mega Coaster with a launch. Let's give this a ride. Single rider. Looks like a dead end. Actually going right. Follow the arrows. Oh, this looks so good. Don't think I'll have any issues with my back on this one, since I was fine on Silver Star. It's nice timing. Stand here all day. Then I wouldn't be able to ride. Which would also be a tragedy. Let's ride Blue Fire. That was a row 9 ride. Back car, front row of that. So pretty much lived up to expectations. That was fantastic. Again, because it's still in the morning, can't really judge it based on the speed. But layout, and that was an excellent layout. I was caught off guard by that last inversion there too. It's very similar to the Monstosaurus roll on Velocicoaster. Over the shoulder lap bars, just like those Intamin coasters, like Velocicoaster. This is Mack. Just a fantastic ride. I think I'm gonna have to have a second ride here, because a single ride was pretty much a walk-on, which is great. So I'm gonna go back around for a second ride. The launch was pretty snappy, and that hang time on that first version is just insane. This is a very, very good ride. Not better than Voltron in my opinion. I'll still need to get more rides on that as well. But Yeah, excellent ride. I think top 50 worthy for sure. Maybe even top 30. I'll have to kind of see where it falls. And evaluate it after a few more rides. So let's go for a second ride on Blue Fire. Aw, shucks. Keep getting back row. There are definitely worse things. I'm gonna take a quick little break and then probably head back over to the other side of the park. There's 2 more coasters to do, as well as some other flat rides, boat rides, all kinds of other stuff to do still. So we'll see what's next. Heading back towards the Spain area. I'm probably gonna take a little break around there and catch a train back over to Germany to complete the full loop. I was taking my break yesterday. I was sitting on the other side and I could just see the top of this guy here. And I thought it was like a guy maybe like putting on a show or something. I hadn't been over here before, so I didn't know what it was, but yeah, it's an animatronic, not a guy. This is what I'm talking about. So this is this area that I sat in. I saw him climbing up there. I was like, oh, must be a show or something going on, or maybe practicing for a show. Nope, just an animatronic. Guess they're just driving cars through here now too. There's always something going on in this park. We're back at the Spain train station. Saw a train pull away not too long ago, so probably have a couple minutes. I'll catch a train back to the other side and complete the full circuit. I waited like 30 seconds and then another train came. I wonder how many they run. Still need to do the walk. That was the backside of water. They got the right idea. No, thank you. I'd rather not have buckets of water dumped in my lap. I remember at Busch Gardens Tampa, I did the Rapids ride and I had a whole boat to myself. And I was all fine and good until the very end when I went under a waterfall and got completely drenched. Between that and Popeyes, I was like, I really don't want to do Rapids rides. By Popeyes, I mean Popeyes and Bluto's at Universal's Islands of Adventure. Never again. Dun 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 dun. You can hear the music. Actually, I can. It's just in my head. Go Looks like there's a train station here in not Poland, but Russia. Kept calling it Poland yesterday for some reason. I don't know why I thought there was a Poland area. It's one of two coasters left to do, the bobsled, and then there's also the wild mounts. Both were about 25-minute wait, so I was just checking the app. Silver Star's on a 15-minute wait right now, so I'll probably pop in for a quick ride there and then finish up the last of the coasters. That is the plan. There's also another dark ride in the Italy area, Piccolo Mundo. Check that one out. And then probably head back to Volitarium. Hopefully that'll be a shorter line. There's also this like suspended looking monorail thing. Walked by that yesterday on the way to Silver Star. Still so much more to do. Cute little boat ride right here too. Just blown away by this park. I knew I'd like it. I think this has even surpassed my expectations. And we're back where we started this morning. I'm gonna go walk on over to Silver Star for another ride. Another thing that's welcome for someone with a bad back like me. A lot of places to sit down and just relax for a bit. Something I noticed other parks were distinctly lacking. I think I pointed that out in the Toverland vlog. So some parks did not have a lot of seating, and a few did have a lot more. But Europa Park has plenty of places. Just sit down, have a little chill out if you need to, which is also great. 10-minute wait, let's head in. Another ride on the B&M Hyper, Silver Star. Oh, so good. Yeah, we had about 20 minutes there for the front row. Not bad at all. The two guys getting on behind me had stuff to put in the cubby, in the bin. So I kind of stepped aside, stepped to the end to let them go through. And usually in situations like that, I'll just wait until they come back to have them go through. But staff was like, no, take your seat. get the restraint, and then when the two guys came back, they had to like step over the seats, which is fine, but I don't think that would ever be allowed in the United States. I think they would probably get yelled at for something like that. But Europe, it is different. Alright, gonna finish up the remaining coasters that I didn't get yesterday. Bobsled and Wild Mouse. I think the Wild Mouse is first. If I continue heading this way, so that's what's next. I get Poseidon. This is what aggravated my back yesterday. Because of the turns and the way that the seat kind of dug into, like right where it strained my back, so that's what kind of did it. Probably will not be riding this again the rest of this trip. I don't think I would anyway, but it's not a terrible ride. I didn't get too wet. Just not a huge fan of the water coasters. Alright, Matterhorn Blitz, Mack Wild Mouse coaster. Let's give this a go. There's a bunch of people in your room. Sorry, dude. They got a bumper. Need to clean the dishes. It's a mess. Alright, let's have a ride. Matterhorn Blitz. Had to sit on the right side because that's where the good side of my back is. So I had to brace myself, but it wasn't too like jolty or like sharp, like really sharp turns. Kind of took them a little bit slower than a lot of Wild Mouse coasters. So that wasn't too bad. One coaster left, and that is this bobsled. I'm gonna go see if I can find the entrance. And in the Switzerland area, it's the last of 14 coasters at this park. Schweizer Bobbahn is a bobsled. The only other bobsled coaster I think I've done on this trip is that Asterix. And that was the best bobsled coaster I've ever ridden, so we'll see how this compares. I think this looks like it. Yes, there's the entrance. Schweizer Baba. Let's see which country I get to represent. Only fitting, Switzerland. Since that's where this ride is. And that is all 14 coasters done at Europa Park over 2 days. Probably could have done it all in one. So I do a bunch of dark rides as well. Not in any hurry. So it was a pretty fun bobsled. Mac, I believe very similar to Reptilian, King's Dominion, which is also a Mac bobsled. Solid ride. With that, I think I'm going to go check out that dark ride in the Italy area, Piccolo Mundo, and then I'll make my way up for the Flying Theater at Voltarium. I'm watching almost step directly into this nice little stream here right in the middle of the path. I think I'll actually go for a quick ride on the Euro Tower first, and then Piccolo Mundo. See the signs at the exits, the rides, and the park's open till 7 tonight. Which is actually very good. I thought it was going to be the advertised hour of 6 since it's a pretty quiet day. So it's nice that they extended it an hour. This way they extended it an hour and a half. I'll try and find the entrance to the Euro Tower next. Here it is. Just an observation tower. Figure it's a must while I'm here. So I'll give this a ride. There's another sign for 7 o'clock. Look at an cycle. Orange. Euro Tower. I think we go all the way down.
Ja, den fliegen ganz am Anfang, ne? Schon da kommt ich auf Feier, siehst du die Kirche Sehr schön aus.
Guck mal, ihr Vater. Ja.
There's some good views of the park there and surrounding area. Right now I'm on my way to Piccolo Mundo. Ghost train over there, Piccolo Mundo right here. So let's have a ride. Well, that was cute. I like the little elevation changes in there. I like that a little bit more than the T-Rex birthday yesterday. So that was enjoyable. I'll make my way back up to the front of the park and have a ride on Voltarium. It was on a 5-minute wait when I checked the app just a moment ago. Hopefully it stays that way. Flying theater. I say, what a difference one day makes. Yesterday was pretty warm and packed. Today the weather's perfect and it was quiet. Yesterday was a Tuesday, today's Wednesday. Go figure. I don't know what's going on with the clouds. Today's a great day. It's so quiet around here. Flying theater time, Voltarium. Very similar to Soarin' at the Disney parks. Soarin' over the world, Soarin' over California, or across California. One's at Epcot, the other's at California Adventure. 5-minute wait. Probably don't need to use a single rider for this. Another question is, do we get a little safety intro from David Putty? I'm guessing not, but that would be awesome. That's scary. No, not Putty. So next, probably gonna head back to Food Loop and grab some lunch. I think I'm gonna try the salmon today. And then I'll carry on after that with probably some more rides on Voltron, and as my back will allow anyway. Voltron, Blue Fire, Silver Star, maybe another ride on Woden. I'll probably put some of those POVs in there, make a little montage. So that'll kind of be the afternoon. Also a couple other rides to do. And I'll let you guys know when I head over there to those. And I'm back for more Voltron. It was down a 25-minute wait earlier. I think it's back up to 30 now. Yes. I'm gonna try the single rider again. Hopefully it'll be pretty quick.
Oui, les réglages sont parfaits ainsi. Voltron est paré à fonctionner.
Unbelievably good. Hang time is phenomenal on it in the first half. So many great moments on it. Can't even figure out what my favorite is. Has another one of those little like dive inversions like Caracho had the other day. This is an excellent ride. I was able to put my hands up that time. Kind of leaned my body to the right a little bit, so the pressure was off the hurt portion of my back. So that made that a lot more enjoyable. Up next, I'll probably have another ride on Paratin in Batavia, and then probably make my way back over to Blue Fire and Woden for some more rides there. And definitely come back here as well afterwards. By the way, the loading platform on Voltron is excellent. It's just slow enough so that someone with terrible balance like me doesn't have any issues with it, and it kind of keeps things moving. It's very efficient. I only waited about 15 minutes or so for the single rider line, Even though the line was actually longer than yesterday, but yesterday the ride went down for a little bit when I was in the single rider line. Yeah, I love that, the loading process. Very efficient, very Hagrid's-esque at Islands of Adventure in Florida. Kind of has a moving loading platform as well. Before another ride on Karaten in Batavia, go for a ride on the monorail here. Entrance is up this way. Time I see the word monorail, I think of that Simpsons episode. Monorail, monorail, monorail. It's right next to Food Loop, where I ate lunch. Not sure if there are multiple stations here or not. I'll try and do the full loop if there are multiple stations. Theater, I'll likely catch a show or two in the next couple days. Probably won't be part of the blog though. So the next couple days I'm just gonna enjoy it here. Still film some POVs, but outside of that, just gonna enjoy my time here at Europa Park. There's this boat ride I still have to do, Josefina. Do that after Karaten in Batavia. Just called Pirates Europe. Oh, is it a soaker? Got a little awning, so I doubt it. We got another monorail. EP Express. I think that goes to the hotels as well. Scandinavia area. Dolphins. Very mischievous. I took a super splash. Look at the line. Remember when I was walking right through that earlier? That's why I did that then. Not regretting that at all. And blue fire. We are pulling into a station in Iceland. I'm gonna stay put and head back to where I started. And we're off once again. Somewhere in there is where I'm headed next. Nice monorail. A good way to get from Luxembourg to Iceland. Or vice versa.
Like the dreadful evil to contend with. And first of all, evil Cortez, who wants the
No
fire
PvP
time
again,
for
but
himself
you're not going to see much anything anyway, I think.
Come prepared.
And I did it yesterday in day
Get our
one,
friends
so
some Dutch
go
courage.
check that out. I'm just going to enjoy it. Piraten in Batavia. What a great ride. Looks like you can eat at a restaurant kind of overlooking the end of the ride. Very similar to Pirates. Might have to check that out tomorrow. There's about 3 hours left in the day, so I'm going to continue with some more rides on Blue Fire. Maybe another ride on Woden, Voltron, and then probably finish off at Silver Star again, if there's time. So that's what's coming up next. Here's an area I haven't been to yet. Area between the rapids and Iceland. So I approached Blue Fire from the other direction earlier. Speaking of, let's go for a few more rides. Looks like the regular wait's pretty short too. Let's see if I can get a front row ride after this. There we go, another ride on Blue Fire. Row 9 again. Keep getting it. Go back around for one more. Probably do single rider again. See if I can wait for the front row tomorrow. So I'll probably be here first thing. Feels like it picked up pace a little bit than it was earlier. Still felt somewhat on the slower side, but it's because it's a kind of a colder day. It's not warm. moved up a car. Row 7. Still an excellent ride. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of a quick break. And not sure what I'm gonna do after that. Maybe Woden. Maybe head back to Voltron. See how much time is left and what the lines are like. So that's what's next. Alright, quick change of plans. I'll do one more ride in Woden since it's right here next to the exit to Blue Fire. And I'll do a single rider for that. That was a row 7 ride that time on Woden. Still couldn't put my hands up. Even though the seats are very comfortable, it's just the bumpiness still kind of puts a little too much stress on my back. Maybe by day 4, I'll be feeling a lot more better. Be able to enjoy that a lot more. That said, I do think this is slightly better than Troy at Toverland that I experienced earlier in the trip, which I loved. Both are excellent GCIs, some of the best I've ridden. With that, it's break time, and then probably gonna head back to Voltron for maybe 1 or 2 more rides, depending on how long the line is for a single rider. And if there's time, I might wrap up at Silver Star again. row again. Hopefully get front row at some point. It's just luck of the draw. About a half hour left now. I'm gonna head back for one more ride on Silver Star to close out the day. I should note that with Voltron, there is no like metal detection or anything that you go through, but the ride ops do kind of check visually to see if there's anything like obvious in your pockets. What's also funny though is they'll give you a card for the locker. Isn't that a loose item? I thought that would count as a loose item. Of course I have zipper pockets, so the locker card is nice and safe, but for everybody else, couldn't that just easily fall out of someone's pocket? Just a thought. Everybody has the same idea, piling in. Last ride of the day, Silver Star. That'll do it for day 2 here at Europa Park. Just amazing 2 days so far. The weather's been perfect today. Couldn't ask for better weather actually. It's nice and gloomy this morning. No rain though. And of course operations have been fantastic. I'm gonna still try and get front row rides on Blue Fire, Voltron, and maybe even Woden. And if I do get those, I will put those POVs in right now.
Entschuldigung, jetzt haben wir ein Problem.
Hope you guys enjoyed my 2-part tour of Europa Park. Still got 2 days left. Probably gonna go to Rolantica. I think my pass does get me in, so I'm gonna check that out. And outside of that, just gonna continue to ride some of my favorites here. Voltron, I think, is probably a top 20 coaster for me anyway. Love to see where it falls. It's an excellent ride, so much hang time. Love Silver Star, of course, what I just rode. So much airtime on that, a lot of floater airtime. Very, very similar to Nitro at Great Adventure, just not quite as good in my opinion. The setting certainly is much better on Nitro than Silver Star. Blue Fire was awesome today. Again, hang time on super comfortable trains too. Woden as well. I think it's a little bit better than Troy. Probably the best wooden coaster I've ridden on this trip. Really, really good airtime on that. And I love the station fly through as well on Woden. Outside of that, amazing flat rides here too. Pirates in Batavia, it's excellent. I think it's right up there with Pirates. Love the Ghost Train too. So many good rides. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think of Europa Park, if you'd like to come here someday. Or if you have, what's your favorite ride here? Let me know. Love to hear from you guys. Up next, in 3 days for me, is Walligator Park as I head back towards Paris to kind of wind down this trip. There might be a second bonus park, very similar to what I did the other day, 2 parks in 1 day. Might do another challenge like that. And then possibly Disneyland Paris again to close out the trip, same way I opened it. So thanks again guys for watching. And with that, signing off from Europa Park. Take care guys. Well, the end of an incredible 4 days here at Europa Park has come to an end. So sad. But I'm already making, working out plans to try and come back as soon as possible. So I had an amazing time here. It's definitely got to be up there with one of my favorite parks, if not my favorite. Just a perfect mix of thrill rides, family rides, dark rides, boat rides, transportation rides. It's got something for everyone. It's beautiful to look at too. Can't wait to come back already.